is relative motion. Very important topic and a bit confusing to many of the students. Here, what are we going to study? We'll study about the fundamentals of relative motion, and then some subtopics. Few of them are Riemann problems, general relative motion problems, then Riemann problems, that is Riemann umbrella kind of problems. Then we'll see Revers-Boot problems. These are some of the relative motion concepts on which questions are asked a number of times in the previous examinations.
Yes, sir.
Then in relative motion, first thing, what is relative motion? How you are observing from with respect to suppose if you're sitting in a train and the train is moving and you are observing the trees beside you, they appear to be moving, but actually they are not moving.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means actually with respect to ground they are not moving. With respect to who is sitting in the train which is in motion, the trees are appear to be moving. That means relative motion, we try to understand the motion of objects with respect to a reference frame, and to that reference frame we connect some clock and we draw coordinate axis from that reference frame and try to observe all other motion of different objects. So
Yes, sir.
what do you need to understand to find out relative motion? In relative motion, you know vectors, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will try to ask you a question. Varun,
Yes, sir.
suppose this is origin. There is a point here, a point. So what is the position vector of this A with respect to origin?
Sir, I did not hear, sir, properly.
What is the position vector of A with respect to origin? Isn't this?
Yes, sir.
We draw from the origin to the a vector, an arrow towards that A, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You know this vector position writing or not? In maths you might have studied, in physics also you might have studied.
Yes, sir. OA vector.
A vector. So here I will represent it as some RA vector, okay? Position vector. With respect to O. That is nothing but with respect to O. Then there is another position here, B. The position vector can be written as like this.
B.
RB with respect to origin, okay? Now, A with respect to origin means you drew from origin to A. B with respect to origin means you drew from origin to B. Like that, B with respect to A means how will you write? From A to B will draw or not?
Yes, sir.
I will consider this as RBA, the position of B with respect to A. Now, Varun, using vectors, can you tell me what is the resultant vector of addition of vectors? Using addition of vectors, you tell me. Suppose there are three vectors here, A, B, C. So you can write now A vector plus B vector plus is equal to C vector. Can we write like this or not?
Yes, sir.
You tell me here comparison of what is the resultant of two other vectors. If you add two vectors here, we will get the third vector. What are those two vectors? Can you tell me?
AO plus BO will give AB, no, sir.
No. Use your vectors brain. Varun, You tell me what two vectors if we add, we'll get the third vector here.
Sir, BA and AO, if you add, you'll get O. Nothing. No, sir.
BA
And OB. No, sir. BA, OA. BA, OA, sir.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
you told there are three vectors here. 3 C2.
Yes.
There are you used all the possibilities.
Yes, sir. But then
Mathematical possibilities. You see
BA
here.
and AO. Yes, sir. Tell.
I start from UC. How you add vectors? First vector, simple fundamental of vector. If you're adding two vectors, A vector and B vector, suppose you join one vector's head with other vector's tail. Why don't you carefully listen if you don't know this fundamentally? So suppose this is A vector, this is B vector. You add one of the vectors heads with another vector tail. So this tail I can add here like this. We can shift the vector without changing magnitude and direction. We can shift the vector without changing its magnitude and orientation. That vector will not change. A I shifted here. So now what is the resultant? Will be, there will be a free end here. There will be another free end. You have to draw from tail to head. So this is the resultant vector of A and B. Okay. Warren, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Other way around. Suppose A vector is like this. You shift B vector parallel to itself without changing its magnitude and direction. Then this will be the B vector or not? I shifted from here to here.
Yes, sir.
Parallelly shifted.
Yeah.
Now there are two free ends. Are you getting this point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There is a tail, there is a head. You have to draw from tail to head. You see, I added A plus B also, I got the same result. B plus A also, I got the same result. You see, similar angle, similar orientation or not, both of them.
Yes, sir.
What you important point is, the resultant vector will have two tails. You observe here, two heads, isn't it? You
Yes,
see, it
sir.
has two tails and two heads, isn't it? Like that, here you see, this has two tails, two heads. That means RBO is equal to RAO plus RBA. You got it?
Yes, sir.
How you write the resultant vector? What?
RBO.
Okay, that's good. So now I'll try to do a play it with kind of. Now I want what? Position vector of B with respect to A, isn't it?
Yes,
Here for
sir.
relative motion. Why I'll say? So position vector of B with respect to A can be written as position vector of B with respect to origin minus position vector of A with respect to origin, or not? You're getting this point. I made this a subject.
Yes, sir.
Warren,
Yes, sir.
are you on your toes? Then I am differentiating. If I differentiate, what will I get? Velocity vector of B with respect to A is equal to velocity vector of B with respect to origin minus velocity vector of A with respect to origin. In a similar way, if we differentiate, acceleration vector of B with respect to A is equal to acceleration of B with respect to origin minus acceleration of A with respect to origin. Carefully, this origin is there, na? I will think that origin to be the ground for my practical purposes. I attach that origin, main coordinate axis, to the ground because we assume that ground to be at rest all the cases. Basic observations of us. In reality, ground is also moving. So can I write it as velocity vector? In case of O, I'll write it as ground. Acceleration of B with respect to A is equal to acceleration of B with respect to ground minus acceleration of A with respect to ground. Are you getting acceleration of B with respect to A? If you need acceleration of B to some basic reference frame minus acceleration of A to some basic reference frame. I'm taking that ground to be the actual, to consider these to be actual things, actual accelerations. Did you get this one? These three equations.
Yes, sir.
And these three equations will actually help you a lot in making your relative motion problems solve easily. Okay. Shall we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 second, sir.
Now, in these three equations also, because many other times we want to find out acceleration of one with respect to other thing. Sorry, these three, they are not three. This is also there. No?
Mm.
And I wrote the last thing as a replacement to the third one. So now, this 1, 2, and 3. This origin you can replace it with ground.
Yes, sir.
But I will give you a bit more easier techniques to solve after these equations. Every minute detail you need to understand. Acceleration of how to subtract vectors. Varun, in mathematics you might have learned, or in physics also. Subtraction of vectors is nothing but addition of negative vector, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You might have studied or not. A vector minus B vector is nothing but A vector plus of
B vector.
minus B vector. That means you reverse, this is B vector, minus B vector is nothing but same magnitude and just reverse the direction, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whether, do you know these fundamentals or not? Just I'm asking.
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Varun,
No, sir. Yes, sir.
you don't know this?
No, sir. No. Actually,
No.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 minute. This can be written as all the three things again if we copy. A vector with respect to acceleration of B with respect to ground plus of minus of acceleration A with respect to ground. That means what we can do is, if you have suppose B vector something plus negative of A vector, suppose A vector is this thing, you reverse the direction of A vector and just add both of them, okay? Then you will find out what is the relative acceleration. Got it? In a similar way, you can find out relative velocity and you can find out relative position. You just wait. You will get a bit of more clarity while going ahead. So I'll see here. Suppose there is a car. As of now, we are treating that entire car to be one particle, okay? In future physics, you will treat this car to be a complex particle. A car is moving with 3 meters per second, okay, in this direction. And another car is moving in this direction with 2 meters per second, okay? And both of them had a distance of 100 meters, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, how to, this question is actually simple, you can solve by using basic physics questions. How will you solve this question? One way of solving is, let us consider when will the cars meet, okay?
Okay.
That is the question. So before that, first let me try to find out how to find the relative velocity. Varun, are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
What will I do? I want to find out, this is car A and this is car B.
Yes, sir.
If you want to find out the relative velocity of A with respect to B, what? Relative velocity of A with respect to B.
B.
What can we do? velocity of A with respect to ground minus velocity of B with respect to ground.
Yes,
That
sir.
can be written as plus of minus velocity of B with respect to ground. That means what can we do? We'll take velocity of B vector with respect to ground and reverse its direction and add it to A, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Carefully see. What will I do? I'll teach you a technique. So here A is there, which is moving with the 3 meter per second. B is there, which is moving here with 2 meter per second. What I'll do is, with respect to B, you asked, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
With respect to with respect to which object you want to find out, you just stop the object. Okay, you can write it in your book. You just stop the object, because if you are in train, everyone in the train looks to be a trust to you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You feel like you are not in motion, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So whichever object you want to observe from, you just stop the object and there will be velocity to it, isn't it? That object.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You give that velocity, you reverse that velocity. Reverse it, that velocity means what? 2 meter per second in right side means I should draw it as 2 meter per
3
second.
minus
2 meter per second left side. And then add it to what? The main vector. Velocity of A with respect to B. So B, you stop it and you reverse the direction of B and give it to what? Give it to
the
what?
main vector.
A with respect to what do you want to observe. So A and just add it. Add it means you find out the resultant of these two vectors. So resultant is what? Plus 3 in right side, minus 2 in left side. That means what? The
1.
result 1 in, tell me.
A to B direction.
1 in this positive direction towards B. 1 meter per second. In your basic application skill also, isn't it? Is it coming to be right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Basic common sense. Now this car will actually relatively go to 1 meter per second velocity higher than that other car. You might say that this is very simple to me. This is a childhood problem. If both are going in the same direction, you subtract them. If both are going in the opposite direction, you add them. That's what you want to say, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But whatever the technique I taught you here will help you a lot in the entire relative motion concept. Trust me, I have solved the most complex problems using this technique in the relative motion. To understand relative motion, it will help you a lot.
Yes, sir.
Breaking down your problem and making it simple. This is one of the technique which will be helpful to you. Okay,
Yes,
now you
sir.
see.
Yes, sir.
So you found out the relative velocity of this or not? By using the same
Yes, sir.
technique, you find out this. Suppose A is moving here in right side direction with velocity B is moving in the left side direction with the velocity 5 meter per second. So find out velocity of A with respect to B, okay? And find out another question also, velocity of B with respect to A. You just try to solve it, okay? Let me just try to see. What did I ask? Velocity of A with respect to B.
B.
I'll just again draw the diagrams. A 10 meter per second. B 5 meter per second. Okay. So what should I do? With respect to B means what should I do? I should stop B. That's what I told
Yes.
you. With
Yes,
respect to
sir.
B. So I will stop B. And what should I do? I will reverse the velocity, whatever the B is having, the direction. If it is left side, I should make it right side. And give it to what? A.
Yes, sir. Give it to A.
Correct. That means 5 meter per second. So both velocities are in the same direction. So that means adding vectorial addition is what? What will become the answer? What will be the answer?
15.
15 meter per second towards right.
Yes, sir.
That means if the person sitting in that B, whatever the car, will feel A is coming towards him with 15 meters per second. Got it? Varun, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to make you familiar with this kind of technique. Then suppose velocity of B with respect to A, the same thing I'll do. Again, I'll draw A, 10 meters per second. B, I'll draw 5 meters per second. So what velocity of B with respect to A means what? I should make A to be at, I should stop A, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
With respect to A means from where you're observing. So where you're observing, that actually stops. So matlab stops, A should be stopped.
The reversion should, direction should be
It should
reversed.
be reversed and give it to what? B.
B. Yes, sir.
Direction is reversed, matlab towards left.
15 meters per second towards left.
That's it. Awesome. Now
And-
add both the vectors in the same direction. That means 50 adding up. 50 basic addition. 15 meters per second towards left is the answer. That
So
means what will happen for a person sitting on A will feel that B is coming towards him at a velocity of 15 meters per second.
Yes, sir. So
What is
basically,
the answer?
Yes, sir.
the procedure is like we have to take something which is given should be at rest, sir, and then we should have to reverse the direction and give it to the majority thing.
Not majority thing. A with respect to B means B you should stop. B with
Okay.
respect to A means A you should stop.
Yes, sir.
But actually both the answers you will get the same in magnitude, but direction will be different.
Direction changes. Yes, sir. Yes, understood.
Because A with respect to B means we'll do VA minus VB. B with respect to A means VB minus VA. So if you actually find out VB minus VA can be written as minus of VA minus VB. That is, both the vectors magnitude will remain same, but direction will be opposite.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let us go ahead. So this is the beauty of this questions. Then I'll give you a question. I hope you will be able to solve it. Okay. In a similar way, suppose whatever the formulas are there. Suppose V relative is equal to U relative plus A relative into T. Acceleration relative. Next, S relative is equal to U relative.
So T plus half into A relative into T square.
S relative is equal to U relative into T plus half into A relative into T square.
Yes.
V relative square, same equations. Understood what I want to say here?
Yes, sir. Understood,
Okay.
sir.
2 into A relative into S relative. These equations can be used in terms of relative motion in our complex problems that we go ahead. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then like that, whatever the way I told you to relative velocity, in a similar way acceleration also you can find out. So some kind of questions can be asked like this. A simple question I'll try to give you. So suppose car is there. It is going with 10 meters per second. Another car is there. It is going with 5 meters per second. Both are at a distance of 100 meters. Okay. A car and B car. Then I will ask you, when will A cross B? That is a question I ask you. You just solve this.
Yes.
Solve this question. How much time it will take for A to cross B? Here, for A to cross B, I consider this as to be point objects. So A has to meet B. When will A meet B? Isn't it? Here, the length of A and A length of B is not given. Then just we need to find out the meeting point. That means it's crossed.
Yes, sir.
Just when it will be crossing. Okay. Now, what is it? What is the distance that A? Sorry, B is also moving. A is also moving. Okay. First,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
solve without relative motion. So now, Varun, let us consider that some t time they are meeting. How much time?
Tea time.
T time. Consider this B has traveled how much distance in the t time?
5 plus x.
X distance it has traveled. Okay.
Okay. Ah, yes, sir.
That means B distance should be equal to velocity of B, that is 5 into t, isn't it? Do you accept this?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Do you accept this one or not? Distance is equal to velocity into time.
Sir, understood.
Constant velocity it is going. Varun,
Sure.
next, in the same time, A should travel how much? 100 plus x. Then only it can meet B or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your friend is there who is 5
Okay.
kilometers ahead of you. He has traveled 2 kilometers. For you to meet your friend, and by the time he reaches 2 kilometers, you have to travel 7 kilometers, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Varun, your friend is at somewhere in Samalapur, somewhere, some X point, and he is going ahead of you in race. So if suppose 10 meters he is ahead of you, and within 3 seconds he has traveled another 5 meters. So for you to meet him in that 3 seconds, you need to travel how much? 15 meters or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That 10 meters plus 5 meters that your friend is ahead. Now, in the same time, how much you should travel? 100 plus x.
Is
That is
equal
equal to how much?
10 into t.
10 into t. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Because you are going with velocity at 10 meters per second. This A is going.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then the problem is like this. So then x is equal to how much? 10t minus 100 or not? Here from second equation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Equate both of them. 10t minus 100 is equal to 5t. X I'm equating. That means 5t is equal to how much? 100. That means t is equal to how much?
20.
20 seconds. That's the answer. This question actually is simple also if you solve like this.
Yes, sir. Understood.
But now, in relative motion, how will I solve this question? So what I want to do is, I want to stop A or B. I'm assuming with respect to B, for a person sitting in the B, if he has to cross him, that means A should meet him or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means what I will do, I will consider with respect to B. With respect to B means what should I do? I should stop B
Yes, sir.
Yes,
and give the velocity to A, reverse it and give it. So reverse the velocity means right one will be coming towards left one and give it to A and vectorially add. Now 10 is in right side, 5 is in left side. What is the resultant?
5 meter per second.
5 meter per second in the right side or not, isn't it?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
How much distance it should travel now? B is stopped, means how much distance it should travel?
Sir?
B is stopped now in relative motion, relative world. B is stopped or not?
Yes, sir. So it has to travel 5
How much
meters.
distance A should travel to meet B? 100 meters. The distance.
Okay. Distance, yes, sir. 100
A
meters.
is going with velocity 5 meters per second. Are you getting Varun?
Yes, sir.
A is going with velocity 5 meters per second. It has to travel how many meters? 100 meters, isn't it?
100
Yeah.
meters. Yes,
So
sir.
5 into t, velocity into time, is equal to how much distance?
Yes, sir.
100 meters. So t is equal to how much?
20.
Actually, here 4 steps are involved, and here this question involved only 1 step. This is a process in your mind. It's just 5 meters. You reverse it and add it. This is 5 meters per second. 5 into t is equal to 100. T is equal to 20 seconds. Question bit more easier. You got it? How to use relative motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Varun, are you getting this?
Yes, sir. I'm getting it.
Okay. Another question. Beautiful question. 2 or 3 times in previous is this question is asked. Man is there. Just a ball is freely falling. A ball. There's a B ball. The moment A is dropped, B is thrown with a velocity U. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The moment I did choose it. A is dropped, B is thrown with a velocity U. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How much time B will meet A? Matlab A and B will meet. In how much time A and B will meet? The
Understood.
important note is here. B is given enough velocity in the sense, if enough velocity is not given, B might, before meeting A only, it might fall down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Enough velocity is given to B. You tell me at what time B will meet A or A will meet B. This is a question to you. Warren, solve it.
Yes, sir.
Solve. The question is, one of your friend is standing on this tower and you are standing on the ground. Just both exactly point out the stone towards each other. Initially, you and him left the stone at the same time. Initially, they are pointing out towards each other. Will the stones strike each other? That's what the question is. You can answer.
Right. I think they will stop, sir.
So, they will fall.
Varun?
They will fall away.
Varun?
Yes, sir. They will strike, sir. When
They'll strike. Gravity is there, isn't it?
Yes.
You did not consider gravity or you considered Varun?
This time I consider, sir, gravity.
You considered gravity also, they will strike. That's what you want to say, Varun.
Yes, sir.
Varun, you tell me.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. You're so wonderful. Your answer is right. Absolutely. Just I want to give you a confirmation of your answer. How it actually I gave, if you would have asked me as a student, I would have definitely said no, they will not meet.
They will meet.
Why? Because this stone will be acted by gravity and the stone will actually deviate from its path or not, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This stone also will be deviating its path or not.
Yes, sir.
I would have said they will not meet, but actually they'll meet. Why? I'll listen. So relative velocity is what? You stop one of its velocity and give it to other, and
Yes,
it
sir.
will be exactly this direction.
Yes, sir.
But A acceleration is what? This stone downwards G. This acceleration is also downwards G. So both are having same acceleration. If you reverse it and give it, accelerations will cancel out each other. That means A relative is equal to how much? 0. If
Yes.
their acceleration is 0, in relative world, relative velocity also will not change with time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Relative acceleration is 0. V relative is equal to how much? U relative plus A relative into T.
Yes,
A
sir.
relative is 0. That means V relative is equal to U relative.
Yes, sir.
That means relative velocity direction, which is in this direction, will not change. And actually the stones will hit after some time. The answer is they will hit.
Yes, sir.
But by using relative motion, you can easily solve this. You might ask, where will they meet? If their velocities change accordingly, the balls might meet here like this, or the balls might meet here like this. The balls, according to the time they travel, but they'll meet at some other point if there are enough velocities are given to it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope the question is answered to you.
Yes.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
interesting or not? This topic is interesting or not? Varun?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Interesting. Sir.
Very interesting and very tricky also. You need to solve a lot of problems in it so that you can master this. Okay. Let us discuss the other things in the next class because I have a class now. By now.
Okay.
Next class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let us meet in the next class.
Sure.